outside the Meridian Center. You're tuned into the 2016 IIHF Under-18 Women's World Championship. We're coming to you live from St. Catharines, Ontario, and you're tuned in live at hockeycanada.ca. Ashley, we were looking at some of the scores from earlier today, and one of the games of note, the match between Switzerland and France, which has now gone final. The final score in that one, 6-0 for the Swiss. But when we look at goal differential, that's a game that is to feed that one far side to Smetkova. But the Russians pick it off, and they'll start the breakout here onto the stick of their captain, Kadyrova. She gains the blue line, and as she went for the move, poked off her stick, but she's got some help there from her teammates. Oh, they're going for those fancy plays, and there's a fancy chance, and on the second opportunity, oh, hand-eye coordination, great individual effort, and Kadyrova makes it 1-0 for the Russians.
What a move by Kadyrova. She went around the defenseman, got a shot off, and she didn't give up on the play. She followed through, got that rebound, and like you said, Nico, great hand-eye, and just knocked it right out of the air. As we take a look at it here, she beats the defenseman, follows that shot, and gets the rebound, knocks it out of the air. What a highlight reel goal that is for sure. Absolutely beauty.
I mean, they'll probably do a very quick review to make sure the stick was under the crossbar, but you could see
the puck in, and then that's when they did start to generate some of their opportunities. So we'll want to keep an eye out on that for this period. Do they continue to dump and chase, or are they going to attack the zone and attack the zone with puck support?
We want to... Again, the team's just exchanging puck possession. Klimkina on it here for the Russians. Anna Klimkina, one of the alternate captains, starts it out from behind her own goal. Head up, good stretch pass to their captain, Kadyrova, but she has it taken away from her, and a penalty comes out of that scrum, so bit of a lucky break there for the Russians, as it looked like they had caused a turnover, but ends up resulting in a power play.
I'm a little shocked that that was called a penalty, Nico. After the two big hits that we saw previously, she barely touched her. And she calls that when the check was dropped at the blue line. And earlier on the inside of the blue line, both players. But the Russian power play will go to work here, and they'll try and add to their lead.
It's back the other way. Man, she was going top shelf blocker side, but just couldn't quite hit the target with that attempt. Beloglazova now gets things going for the Russians on this power play. Far side hash marks. Back to the point. They cycle it near side as Labova controls it. Down low to Beloglazova. Back to the point for Labova. They just pass it between the two of them, work it into a position where the shot beats Sechovska. May have been tipped. It initially went off the stick of Kadyrova. And on the power play, the Russians make it 2-0.
And the Russians used their possession very well there. They went from the half boards to the point to the half boards, right into the slot, waiting for the Czechs to just open up and give them that slight little opportunity where they allowed for that pass in the middle of the slot there, and as soon as it was there.
New York City. Kevin, thanks for checking out the game today. Of course, a big one tonight when your Team USA takes on Team Canada right here at the Meridian Center, 7:30 p.m. But here's a breakout chance for Kadyrova, and all alone to the backhand, and she gets the hat trick. Excuse me, she does not get the hat trick. She's got 2 goals and an assist. It's a 3-point night and a 3-0 lead for the Russians. I got a little too excited there.
Almost a hat trick. She does have 3 points, though. As we take a look here, the goalie goes for the poke check, and Kadyrova just takes it to her backhand and beats her on the blocker side. Great goal for the Russian captain there.
Captain for Team Russia, Fenuza Kadyrova, imposing her will. 3 points, 2 goals, and an assist. And that's why Russia has a big 3-0 lead heading into the third period as you're tuned in to the 2016 IIHF Under-18 Women's World Championship, streaming live on hockeycanada.ca. Well,
even though the Russians were able to control majority of that play that period, and they were able to get 2 goals, they only had 7 shots on net. They had a lot of puck control. They kept the pucks to the outside. But when they did have those scoring opportunities, they did capitalize on them. And with that being said as well, the Czechs only generated 1 shot that period.
They've got a struggle and a challenge in front of them. They're still working on their...
A 6-foot goaltender in net for the Russians. She's a big girl. She takes up a lot of net. And if the Czechs are going to get any sort of scoring opportunities or goals, they're going to have to get some traffic in front of her and generate some shots towards the net. And that's going to start with establishing some time in the offensive zone.